So, I want to teach you how to really cultivate more of a lifestyle mentality when it comes to holiday season as opposed to diet mentality, which is honestly what we've been really brought up on. Just dieting and calorie counting and don't eat that and don't eat carbs. And I feel like now that it instilled fear around everything just fun and good and things that should be fun are now giving us anxiety. Welcome to Glow Confessionals. I'm your host, Alicia Courtney, the it girl for real, authentic wellness. This is where we talk about what wellness really looks like. No filters, no trends, just the truth. On today's episode, we are talking all about the holiday season. Holidays are coming faster than you know. It is wild. I feel like I don't know where this year went, guys. I have no idea. And I know around the holiday season, people get so anxious, nervous systems are so dysregulated, and I want to talk more about that because holidays don't have to be a shit show. Holidays can actually be just a really fun time to spend with your family, enjoy some good food, but I feel like even my clients, they come to me and they get so anxious because they have holiday parties and Karen from the office brought donuts and it's like just everything that they try to stay away from is like in their face during the holiday season. So I want to teach you how to really cultivate more of a lifestyle mentality when it comes to holiday season as opposed to diet mentality, which is honestly what we've been really brought up on. Just dieting and calorie counting and don't eat that and don't eat carbs. And I feel like now that it instilled fear around everything just fun and good and things that should be fun are now giving us anxiety. Please tell people it's a holiday, not a holla 3 months. It is a day to celebrate, to enjoy, and you don't need to literally spend November to January just completely fucking up, falling off the wagon, and saying, oh, I'll just start January 1st. There is no need for that. You can completely go through holiday season and not gain 15 pounds. Let's talk about why the holidays and just the one meal is not going to mess up your progress. So, as I've said before, most people really take that time from November to January and completely just shut down. But I'm here to tell you we don't need to do that. If you do that, then of course you're going to gain weight. But if you literally just enjoy the holiday and move on, you'll be fine. Because enjoying the day of, let's say you celebrate Christmas and celebrate Christmas Day, or you're Jewish and you have a few dinners, it's not going to mess up your progress. Even Thanksgiving is only one day. So again, enjoy it because in those 3 months, I would say even if you fell off the wagon 10 times, you'll still be fine. People have this all or nothing mentality where the holidays are coming up and they want to enjoy and they feel like they can't enjoy unless they completely go from 0 to 100, which again is diet mentality. Holidays come every single year. If you can't get through the holidays unscathed, like you don't have a lifestyle. You are constantly living in diet hamster wheel. When you go to holiday parties, you can enjoy. What I will say is make sure the rest of your day is normal. So make sure you're following my balanced plate method for breakfast and lunch, and you have a holiday party at night. Go. Go enjoy hors d'oeuvres. Go enjoy whatever they're doing. Go enjoy some drinks, some dessert. And then the next day, you just move back to your routine. It doesn't have to be, oh my God, I went to this holiday party last night and now I'm just screwed and I'm just gonna continue the downfall, that downward spiral every single day until January 1st. I'm not sure how that makes sense, to be honest. Same thing with Christmas. You can eat good in the morning, good for lunch, and then if you're having people come over for dinner, enjoy. Have a little bit of everything. Make sure your plate looks a little bit more balanced. So have your vegetables, your protein, but then of course you're going to eat, I don't celebrate Christmas, so I don't really know what everyone eats, but let's say you just want to enjoy the sides, like, I don't know, mashed potatoes, and then you have some other stuff. Again, I don't really know, but You know what I'm saying? You can enjoy all of the sides, but just make your main plate vegetables and protein, and then build around that of whatever you want. Have a glass or two of wine, have a little dessert. It's not going to completely fuck up your progress. Again, what fucks your progress up is saying, okay, well, then tomorrow I'm just going to also go off the rails and eat whatever I want because I've already messed up. That's not how that works. I tell all my clients the same thing. Enjoy the holidays. I am not here to tell you, "Oh my god, don't have that piece of cake and don't have that glass of wine and don't." No. The whole point is to enjoy life and to create a lifestyle that works for you while still being able to either lose weight or maintain your goals. If you can do those things, you know that you've won. Also, switch your mentality around. Holidays are also about spending time with your family, your loved ones, and it's not always around food. Yes, the food is fun and it's social, but also taking a minute to just be grateful for the things that you have this holiday season when other people maybe don't have family or they don't have a warm home or warm food. It's sometimes shifting the perspective that the whole entire holiday is about food when it's really not. It's really also about giving thanks on Thanksgiving and being grateful and enjoying family and maybe seeing loved ones that you don't get to see that often. Whether or not you get along with everybody doesn't matter. It's just being present in the moment. When we stop focusing so much on the food and our food anxiety, and we take a step back and we just say it's a day to just enjoy some food, some family, some good company, that's when everything shifts. If you're making it a big deal, it's going to be a big deal. It is going to dysregulate your nervous system. It is going to make you feel anxious every single time Susan brings donuts to the office. It's going to make you feel a certain way that is going to make you self-sabotage and spiral. I will say my clients go through the holidays and they maintain, they may not lose, but they maintain, which is amazing. And that's a lot more than what I could say for other people who gain 10, 15 pounds during the holiday season. And it's not that they're not enjoying life and they're not enjoying the holidays and they're not enjoying food. They sure are. But they have learned through coaching with me that they can also build a good plate for themselves. They don't need to overstuff themselves. They don't need to do all of the extras, right? They don't need to take the 3 slices of cake and the 3 rounds of food. They can be content with building a really nice, nourishing plate, having the sides that they want to have, having some wine, having some dessert, and the next day they literally go back to their normal routines. Nothing has changed. I actually think it's so sad that our society and diet culture has made everyone so anxious to spend time with families, to go to a holiday party, to just enjoy and be in the moment. And it's pretty crazy if you think about it. So I'm here to tell you, enjoy the holiday. Enjoy the food, enjoy the cake, enjoy the desserts, enjoy the drinks, enjoy, but don't overindulge. And there is a big difference between overindulging and overstuffing yourself and just being content with the food that you ate and being full, and also understanding your fullness cues. A lot of people eat so fast that by the time their body tells them that they're full, they're already stuffed. Take a second, take a moment, enjoy the bites, enjoy the food. We're not in a rush on holidays. Like, where are you going? You don't have to be anywhere. You're literally just sitting at a table with family. Just enjoy the food. Take a breath and just let your body digest, and then you can go for a second round, but make sure you're digesting, you're giving yourself a break. Don't just vacuum, like Hoover, where you're just like opening your mouth and all the food's going in. Like, don't do that. Recognize, check in with yourself. Am I full? Am I content? Do I need that, you know, extra plate of food? Those are types of things that you can start being more mindful of. We are so disconnected from our bodies all the time, not just during holidays. It's worse during the holidays, but we are always disconnected from our bodies. Our bodies talk to us and they will tell us, hey, like, this food didn't align with me, right? I'm full. I'm stuffed. Like, it will tell you these things. So just listen. I also feel like people don't eat for the whole entire day, which is also extremely bad. My ex used to do this actually, and I used to yell at him all the time, where you would just not eat breakfast or lunch because you would just fill up on dinner. And that's the worst idea because what happens is you binge and you're starving. So, of course, you're going to stuff yourself and you're going to overeat because you're starving because you haven't eaten all day and your blood sugars are all over the place. I definitely don't recommend doing that. Just eat your normal meals for breakfast and lunch and then enjoy the dinner, move on the next day, and it doesn't have to be that severe. But when you are skipping meals to save your calories for that meal for dinner, it doesn't work. It actually backfires. And you eat way more than you would have if you just had eaten normal throughout the day. And just remember the three key habits: water, protein, movement. So the next day, drink a lot of water, get your protein in, go for a walk, do a quick workout, whatever that is, and just get back. Right? It could be those three simple things the next day that just put you back in the headspace of getting back on track, getting back into routine. And I always go back to those three things because those are the three key ingredients, quote unquote, that are going to help you anytime that you've fallen off. Always, always focus on protein, water, and movement. That's it. It doesn't have to be complicated. I hope this episode was helpful. I hope it gave you a little bit of a different perspective on how to get through the holidays as more of a lifestyle, not a diet. And I would love to know from you in the comments, did this resonate with you? Are you going to take some tips away? Are you like, oh shit, I can get through the holidays now. This made so much sense. I would love to know. Make sure you also hit subscribe. Your girl is trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube for 2026. If you're listening to the podcast, I would love a review. I would love for you to comment, share, and hop on YouTube if you can. Subscribe to my channel. All of the things. I'm here for it, and I'm excited about just growing my podcast and my channel. So I would love your feedback and your help with it. And I will see you next time.